everybody. Thanks for coming today. Today we're standing on a vacant lot. But tomorrow, thanks to MWOW, the minority women-owned work initiative my father started, this will be a thriving business owned and operated by the women of this ward. And it is my dream to continue that amazing work that my father began, because this is the 14th business that has opened in the past 3 years. As long as there's a Mulligan in office, there will be 14 more in my first term, I promise. So can I get an MWOW?
MWOW.
Can I get an MWOW?
MWOW.
All right, now where are my success stories? We got some success stories?
Mr. Mulligan, you want to talk about the audit that just came out?
All right, let's.
Perhaps some of your constituents would be interested to hear about
These
it.
women, they aren't just in business for themselves. They're in business for the whole community. Over $1 million they have generated in the past 3 years. That's money that goes back into the community. It's money that stays here in the 18th ward.
An audit by the Cook County Comptroller shows over $5 million in overages from the proposed extension of the Green Line. During that time, you were head of the CTA's commission, a position you were appointed to by your father. You can't comment on the contracts you awarded while serving on the
See
commission.
you on the 7th. Thank you for coming out.
Come on,
Thank
Jack,
you.
give me a quote I could use. What about the contracts you awarded while serving on the commission?
All right, that's. What
What about the proposed extension of the Green Line?
Thank you.
The Green Line should
Jack.
serve the people of this ward. Now, it can bring customers to business like this, and at the end of the day, it can take tired workers home. Without that kind of infrastructure, MWOW is just another empty gesture doomed to fail. You asked me about my father. My father taught me about this neighborhood. He taught me to empower the very people that this city has overlooked for so long. But I see you 18th, and I'll make sure the rest of Chicago does too. Thank you. Fucking scumbag McRoberts. Won't he ever just give up? He's been shit on the sole of my family's shoes forever.
I wouldn't worry about McRoberts. I'd be more worried about the numbers. Your friend Jamal's no joke.
Fucking Jamal. Tell me, have you ever slept with a black guy?
I'm sorry?
You heard me. Have you ever slept with a black guy?
What does that have to do with Jamal? Or any?
Just answer the fucking question.
We're in a situation where you could lose everything. You've got the IG's office and the feds breathing down your neck. You got Jamal Manning climbing in the pools, and all you're concerned with is whether or not your dick is bigger than his.
But what are we fighting for, this? I mean, you know how many shootings happened in this city last weekend alone? 34! These people are killing each other. This is not where I want to raise my children. What are we fighting for exactly? I feel suffocated. I'm not a Mulligan. I'm my mother's son. God rest her soul. The shit she had to put up with from my father.
I'm putting up with it too. That's what adults do, Jack.
I never wanted to be in this fucking business, and that's all this is. It's a fucking business. Christ, I just want to be free of this shit. Can't take it anymore.
Wake the fuck up, Jack. You are not going to pussy out now. What are you gonna do? Work in a bank? Take the train downtown, punch a clock? This is your life. This is our life. It's what we do. Everyone has a fucking sob story, most of them better than yours. So if the idea is to be mayor one day, you'd better man the fuck up.
Dollar signs and empty promises. Anybody who thinks different, fooling themselves. It's God's honest truth. Thanks, John. Fellas.